Hey everybody, welcome to another session of Digi Bros. It's me, Digi Bro, and my brother Victor. We're playing. We're finally playing Demon Souls.
We're
doing it.
Getting it over with. We're doing the thing.
Yes.
I gotta name myself. I'll do that last.
I'm excited. You don't seem to be that excited.
Some about sitting down and doing this, and it's hot, and I'm just like, I haven't done anything since the last time we did this, and I'm like, this is a forever hell.
It's been weeks since the last time we did this.
That's hard to believe. It doesn't feel that long to me.
It's been almost, well, it's been like a week and a half since Ratchet.
All the different guys I can be, man.
We kind of gave up on Ratchet and Clank because it was boring, and we realized that it has to be Souls and Zelda. It just has to be.
Yeah, I mean, we might as well finish what we started.
Yeah.
Like, we gotta beat all the Souls games.
Well, Dark Souls 3 is going to come out in a couple months. We might as well have done them all, you know? Maybe we'll get through Dark Souls 2 as well.
I just want to be done with it. Want to get it all over with.
It hurt a little bit to say that.
Why delay the inevitable?
In the time, I don't know if I guess we did address this in previous Digibros, but if you haven't seen our Bloodborne playthrough or our Dark Souls playthrough, at the end of the Bloodborne playthrough, I'd just beaten Bloodborne, finally.
Yeah.
And I'd never beaten any of the Souls games. And
It was very clean.
Not too long after that, I went and played through all of Dark Souls. What the?
I'm sorry, I just made myself laugh. Like, witnessing this woman.
That's a woman? Oh.
Oh my goodness.
Oh my damn.
Oh, alright,
Yeah,
now
no.
I'm back. I'm in the game. I found what I needed to find.
I refuse to believe this is a woman. Anyway,
Don't face shame her.
Jesus Christ. This keeps getting, like, now, like, for a while it looked like someone's face, but now it looks like someone making a face. Wait, go back out, it looked like Drake for a second there.
Oh god.
Oh, Jesus Christ. Anyways, I beat Dark Souls and Demon Souls in the time since. I had a great
Alright,
time.
I have my character. I was gonna try to make Lady Beard, but I think I know what I want to name this. Oh Jesus.
Can you concentrate long enough to do it?
I mean, oh yeah, certainly.
Hot. Oh god, why is it suddenly capped? Hot.
Damn it, shit.
What? How are you?
Talk about something that's gonna take a while.
How long is this gonna be?
Shit, I'm bad at this.
Hot
Okay.
Ryan. Briami? Is it gonna be
Don't
hot,
spoil it. Don't spoil it.
hot Ryan? I don't understand.
Hot Ryan Briggs.
Oh.
You said it looked like Drake, and then I thought it looked like an Asian Drake, so it's... I know it, Hot Ryan Briggs. That was the fastest I've created a character in a Souls game.
my
That was
God.
awesome.
That was.
I know it, Hot Ryan Briggs.
It is a woman, isn't it?
Yes.
Hammer says I have to say to you. Oh, we're racist.
Little racist.
And that's okay.
Channeling power
Oh
of
my
souls.
God.
Oh, I need to take my socks off. It's hot in here.
Oh, you ruined me.
Oh.
I was planning to
talking
sing
about?
on this show.
You were
and
talking about some kind of
now
shit?
you've made me inhale.
Oh,
liquid
now your
and
delicate
cough.
throat is destroyed, and so now Conrad can't do his thing.
No, I'm still gonna do it. I was I don't know how early into the episode I want to do it, but
Should I play the Journey to the Nexus? Sure.
if you want,
I can just
get
do
you
the
some
whole
free
thing.
grass.
Yeah, smoking that grass.
So this was the original, man. This was the OG Souls game.
Yep, the grassy
And
one.
you played this back in the day.
Yes, we got this fucking first week it was out, first
Yeah.
day, man.
Most people
We were on that day one shit.
Most people have never gone back to Demon Souls. Most people don't know about this shit.
I thought people had figured it out by now. I thought it was like a thing.
I mean, people know about it, but most people haven't even gone back to
Oh
play
my
it.
god,
That
I'm running in the
aspect
90s.
ratio-
Oh, Jesus.
Whew.
It's like
I think that's caused by
it's very cinematic.
It's definitely caused by the recording software that we're using.
I'm gonna try to be a blocky bro this time. I don't mind the way it looks.
It also looks
interesting.
bright as fuck.
Yeah, it's very interesting.
Very weird. This
I'm playing a new Demon Souls, so that's interesting to me. Boom.
Yeah. Very new look.
I'm a knight.
I don't know how this is coming through on the capture, but it looks very weird for us.
Very weird.
Anyways,
hold circle sprint.
Yeah, this is the OG, and like our buddy Don-san was excited for this game like pre-launch. Like he
had almost like imported it.
Yeah. Well, because the Japanese version, all the stuff was in English anyways, like all the dialogue.
Yeah.
And he can read Japanese, but like all the dialogue's in English in terms of voice acting, so he was like, what the fuck is the point of waiting if it's going to be understandable anyways, you know?
Yeah.
And he's a very big Armored Core fan, so he'd already been a fan of From Software, and he just thought this game looked fucking awesome. He loves hard games, he loves a challenge, you know, so... So he was like ready for this game long before it came out. He was showing us videos and shit. We thought it looked like the coolest fucking game ever.
It was really when I saw him play it, and then he had brought it to our house, and then like I played a bit of it, and I was just getting my ass kicked in this level by the knight up these stairs. I was so bad that I was getting my ass kicked by him, and like that's all I had really played. And I was like, dude, I need to play this game. It feels so cool. I
just remember that you know, he had shown me videos of it, like, of Japanese players, like, taking on some of the bosses and shit. And, like, just the aesthetic of it was, like, nothing I'd ever seen before. Because, like, this game looks dated as fuck now, because it was pretty low budget. So, like, even at the time, it looked kind of dated. It never was, like... But the art design is amazing. Like,
it's
look at this, like, the mist rolling over castle hilltops and this, you know, wide open
Stonehenge
vistas and shit. And it's like... I had never seen a game that looked so immediately interesting.
Nothing plays like this. Nothing had played like this before.
Well, I didn't really know how it played from the videos he'd showed me. I just, like, the visuals of it, I was like, oh man, this looks really rad. And then it came out, and, you know, they were talking about how fucking hard it was. So I never ended up playing it just because I got the impression it was really... I mean, I played, like, the first level. I played through Boletaria Palace 1. Yeah. And it took me... Actually, you know what? It didn't take me more than one try because I'd watched you guys do it, so I knew all the traps and shit, you know?
Yeah.
Which is kind of how I played through all the Souls games, because I've seen them all played. Although, I will say that in the long run with this game, it was the most fresh experience because I never watched someone play through it all the way.
Yeah.
I'd only seen, like, the first couple levels.
Had to feel pretty cool, huh? That fresh Souls?
I mean, I never got, like... Well, okay, I did get tricked once, because that fucking bitch in 4-1... no, 3-1, the prison level, when you kill the boss, but if you haven't killed the guy who respawns the boss, then the boss just endlessly respawns. So you can fight this whole fucking boss battle, which takes a while, and then win, and she's just like, ah ha ha, you didn't actually kill me.
Oh no.
I'm back. That was infuriating. So that was the one, like, trap in the game that I fell for.
Ooh, it's the guy.
But yeah, other than that, it was pretty interesting to play through one, like, you know, play through some of the levels completely blind and have no idea what was going on and be like, yeah, putting my actual skills to the test. Of course, I was way over leveled, so it was still pretty easy, but I had a fun time. I just had the impression this game was longer than it was and harder than it was.
Yeah.
So then when I actually played it was like, oh, now that I have the skills to play a Souls game, this is pleasant and I love it. And I had a great time.
So I'm not playing this in like this low-res format on this like nice TV, but we're playing it in like the 480, and it's just like
it has consider this a nice TV, but
a really neato feel to it right now, where it doesn't feel like the last time I played it. It hasn't even been that long, but it feels very interesting and cool.
It feels like Dragon's Dogma on the PS3 because of the aspect ratio. But yeah, it's gonna be a good time, I think. Victor played this game. The reason we hadn't played this before was that Victor played this on a live stream we did, where we did a Q&A. Yeah. It was a 24-hour Q&A. For the first, like,
insane.
8 to 9 hours you were playing this game. And I wasn't watching at all. I was just doing Q&A. But Victor was playing the game, so he'd have, like, a reason to be on Twitch. And basically it got to a point where the game was fucking hard and Victor was sucking at it and he got really frustrated and didn't want to play it anymore. So when we talked about...
And tired. It was getting late as fuck.
Right. But you started switching up games and you played, like, some other stuff.
Yeah.
But like, we had kind of thought, like, Victor thought this game was like too hard, or he wasn't practiced well enough at it to do it on Digi Bros. Whereas Dark Souls and Bloodborne, you know.
Yeah, and I just felt like we were doing too many Souls games. It was getting old.
You cannot have too many Souls games.
Yeah.
I'm talking about like why we didn't do this before Bloodborne.
I see.
You know, like because we had talked about it way back.
Well, I really wanted to do Bloodborne.
Right, but I mean when we couldn't. There was a period of time after Dark Souls and before Bloodborne playthroughs where we could not do Bloodborne.
Yeah.
And so,
come on, man. What are you fucking doing?
yeah, this was a pain in the ass for me for some reason. Like, I couldn't ever time it right.
Got a shield.
Well, like, this particular Blue Knight turtles more than the ones you fight later. Like, because it's trying to teach you parry, then, like, it really wants you to fuck... Yeah, it's trying to teach you how to parry.
Trying to learn how to shove.
No, it won't work.
I'm not good at parrying in these games.
I'm not either, so this gave me a... This was one of the harder challenges in the game, was, like, timing the parry on
Oh, there we go.
Yeah, fuck yeah. Jesus
Boom,
Christ.
bitch!
I did not realize that would do so much fucking damage to get that riposte.
Hell yeah.
So yeah, I would consider this game to be a 10 out of 10.
Woo!
Absolutely perfect game. I would think I'd tie it with Dark Souls and put them both after Bloodborne, personally. Hard for me to choose between this game and Dark Souls because the great thing about this game is that like the problem with this game is that it's very arcadey compared to Dark Souls, where Dark Souls has this big open world that feels very alive. This game feels more like you go into a level and it's like a level, but the level construction is amazing. Every level feels totally distinct and different and cool. It has its own charm and is beautifully designed. And this game is very tight, where Dark Souls has a lot of parts where you have to run a long way to get somewhere.
Yes.
And this game is always like a short little jaunt.
I'm jaunting. I'm Colonel Jaunt.
Would you have a ranking for the Souls games?
Dude, I don't fucking know. I like Bloodborne the most. This
Yeah.
game's pretty cool. I haven't beat it in a long time, so I don't really know.
Yeah, I guess we'll find out from this playthrough how you feels.
Oh man.
But this game definitely has the most like variety out of all of them, I think.
It's hard to backstab this. I don't know where the positioning is.
It's like right behind them.
Yeah, it's not the same as Dark Souls, where it's kind of like off a little bit.
Yeah.
Get an item.
So right now we're in like
Grass.
a tutorial level that's just
Yeah.
there to, but we're doing it because it gets you free grass and shit, and
Doing it for the grass.
then you gotta fight a boss who will kill you.
Yes.
And the way this game works is
Unless you're a badass.
the
you
way
can beat
that
him.
death works in this game is interesting because you pretty much want to stay dead for most of the game.
Yeah.
Because if you die in a level, that level gets harder. And if you beat the boss in a place, then the level actually gets easier. So there's a white world tendency and a dark world, or you have to beat the boss while human, rather.
Yeah.
So, you know, you can make your world tendency get brighter by being human and beating the bosses, but there's a much higher chance you're gonna die, and your world tendency is gonna get darker, and the game's gonna get harder. But there's a lot of stuff in this game that you'll only see if you do a pure white or pure black world tendency. So
Yeah,
you
like
really have to beat
special
the game
monsters,
3
things
times.
like that.
Yeah, items,
like, unlockable areas.
NPCs, you know, like whole storylines, basically.
Ah, shit. Man, I was
Well,
doing alright.
you did okay against him.
I
I
thought I was
ran
going
in and
under
just
it.
got hit and died.
No.
Like, instantly.
You can beat him.
You
I think
can.
he gives you the biggest reward in any of the games for like the tutorial bots. I don't
Yeah.
remember what it is.
It's some kind of weapon, I'm sure.
A weeping bell.
But, yeah, it's real cool. I like it. Victor,
Yep.
contribute to this conversation.
What?
Say words.
Demon Souls is a game.
You don't have to say words about Demon Souls.
Oh.
What else is going on in your life?
I told you I'm not. I'm playing Fire Emblem.
Oh yeah, you're playing the new Fire Emblem.
Yeah.
That, by the way, we canceled the Sacred Stones because,
It's boring.
well, it was A, the Let's Play itself was boring.
Yes.
B, after we filmed those 5 episodes, Victor then immediately went and played through most of the rest of the game.
Yeah.
Because he had bought it on the Wii U, so he was like, why not? So he played through a bunch of it, and then Fire Emblem Fates came out, and now you're playing that. Which one did you get?
Birthright. Because it's got the Eastern look to it. which has never been done in a Fire Emblem game. So I was like, dude, I want to be samurais and ninjas because I've been knights and horsemen for years. Half of my life I've been playing Fire Emblem with knights and horsemen, and now they've released one where I could be something else.
Yeah.
So I was like, no brainer.
So basically, Victor got all Fire Emblemed out on the idea of doing Fire Emblem on the show. So
new game's cool though. I like it. They changed some things, but perhaps for the better.
What's the there's a ring that you can get early on. Oh yeah, it's from Stockpile Thomas.
Do I go through here
not
first?
that
Yeah,
one.
I go through here and then I go talk to the monk.
There's a ring you can get early on that makes your life go up. Is it
Look at
the
that,
one
man.
you get
This
from
place
the guy?
is cool.
Yeah, the Nexus
What?
is fucking cool. There's a ring
Which
you'll get
ring?
in like 1-1 that'll make it so when you're dead, your life isn't half. It's
I
like
see.
3/4, and you'll want that for like the whole game.
Very clean.
I think it might be the one you get from saving Oscar. Hey, it's the original.
Yeah.
what's it called?
Depressed guy.
What's the word for it?
Crestfallen warrior.
Yes. I may be
Save
crestfallen,
this
but I'm not
land.
helpless.
Ha ha ha.
And it's always the same voice actor, I believe. Yeah. So now we're gonna go fight demons. Daemons.
We're gonna fight them and get
Gotta
their
fight the daemon.
souls. Yay.
Alright, so now to address this thing that I was saying earlier. Alright, I'm gonna sing now. We're towards the end of this episode.
Oh jeez.
I'm gonna wrap this up on some singing. I gotta tell you, man, I got into a beef with my buddy Nate, aka Best Guy Ever. We were talking about this new album that came out from Ninja Sex Party. If you never heard of them, it's Dan Avidan and Brian from Game Grumps. Before they were on Game Grumps, they had this band. Pretty funny comedy band. Dan's like a pretty decent singer. He has a good voice.
He's Dan.
But he has no range.
He has no range.
All of his singing sounds exactly the same. Every Ninja Sex Party song, every song from Sky Hill, his previous band, every song he's ever guested on, he always sounds the same. And they did a cover album called Under the Covers, and just all their it's like covers of 80s and 70s songs, or 80s and early 90s songs rather. And
oh
like,
my god, it's got like 20 dudes in its mouth.
Jesus.
Holy shit.
And the covers are not bad, but they're all worse than the originals. So it's kind of like, why bother?
Yeah.
Like, they didn't really make the music their own. They just, like, recreated the music of the songs slightly worse, and then Dan sang over them slightly worse, you know? So it's like, I guess if you really love Dan's voice and you just want to hear him sing.
Oh, I got
wow,
ambushed.
good
No.
job. Not even seeing that guy come.
Oh shit.
Well, good
Interesting backstab.
backstab.
Oh yeah.
Jesus.
That's pretty easy.
Just going
okay.
ham.
You just get like right behind them.
Right. So yeah, it's okay, right? And we were talking about Dan's limited range and stuff. Me and Best Guy Ever and Hypocrite, and then one of them brought up JonTron, and they were like, "Well, Dan's probably a better singer than JonTron," and I was like, "JonTron's not really a good singer." They were like, "Yo, what? JonTron is a great singer, blah blah," and I was like. He's not really, like, he wouldn't even think he was. He's not a great singer. He's like, he can sing like well in that way that when you hear him sing, it's pleasant and it's often really funny, and he can sing at a party. I'm not saying he's a bad singer. I just don't think you'd want him as the frontman of a band.
Yes.
You wouldn't imagine him singing in like a professional capacity. He's not a great singer. And then the subject came to me thinking that I'm a better singer than JonTron.
Yes.
And this was a point of contention between me and my friends, because they've never really heard me sing anything like that I'm proud of.
Yes.
All the music I make online is always weird experimental bullshit. And, I've done karaoke performances, but it's always like Japanese songs, and like I'm always singing in some stupid voice or something. There's not really any great examples of me just singing well on the internet. There's a few on Digibro After Dark, like a few videos where I sing pretty okay.
Pretty decent.
And there's a few Digibros where I sing pretty okay, but like I didn't want to sort through all of them to try to find, stuff where I sing pretty well. So I was like, all right, the only way we could prove, and the reason that I was upset about this is that JonTron is, his thing is that he sings Firework from Katy Perry, right? He He did a video, his Dino City video, where
There were dinosaurs.
There was a joke that he sang Firework at the end, and everyone loved that joke, and people bothered him for years to do a proper cover of Firework.
Yeah.
So he finally did it, and it's not very good. I mean, the original was like a joke song anyway. It wasn't like he was singing it well. He was just belting it out, you know. And I, too, love doing Firework at karaoke. Now, I won't say I did it first. John did it first. But I love singing that song at karaoke, and I would love for that song to be my thing, but it can never be my thing. It'll always be John's thing, you know? Now, the way I like singing it is the same way he likes singing it, belting it out because it's hilarious, right?
Yes.
It's a fun song to belt out. And when I was discussing this with Nate, he was like, I bet you can't hit those high notes just like John can't. You probably sing it like a metal song. And I was like, of course I sing it like a metal song. That's how you do it. That's what makes it cool. That's what makes the karaoke better. But for the sake of proof, I want to sing it somewhat normally.
Here we go.
Right. So I'm going to try to sing Firework. Now, albeit my throat does feel fucked up because I did, in fact, inhale that liquid at the beginning of the show. But we're going to give it a shot, all right? I also don't remember, like, any of the lyrics, so I'm going to sing just the few lines that I remember. Alright, hold on. Do you ever feel like a plastic... Wait, no. Do you ever feel like a plastic bag, right? Drifting in the... Do you ever feel like a plastic bag drifting in the wind, waiting to start again? Do you ever feel so paper... What the fuck? Slash your sword and break the table.
Oh, true.
Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? I don't remember the next line. You just gotta ignite the light. Oh, I fucked that up. Let's try again. You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make them go. That sounds like shit. This is how you're supposed to sing it. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. It's not any better or worse than John.
And you're clipping anyway, so it's gonna sound like shit.
No, it'll sound fine. What was the other song I was gonna do to prove this?
Do you ever feel like a fucking fag, sucking on a dick, choking on my nuts?
Do you ever feel sucking lots of cum, like you're super gay, wanting to be straight? Do you ever feel like a bitch?
Sucking on a dick and jacking off my cousin Rick.
Well, did you know that there's still a place for you? 'Cause there's a cock in you. You just gotta ignite the... Wait, what's a better... you come up with something. Just own the dick like you're getting the fist. 'Cause baby, you're a gay man. I can't think of anything.
I'm tired of this. I feel like
Make 'em go! Ha! Ha! There's a shooter in the sky! Ha! Ha! Boom, boom, boom! Even better than the moon! It's always been inside of you! Always been inside of you! 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, oh, 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 as they shoot across the skies. I guess that's enough.
Do you ever feel like a fucking bitch?
I don't think I proved much of anything.
Choking on a dick.
Fuck you, Nate. I can still sing better than JonTron. That dude can't sing. When the last
Are you done?
eagle soars over the last crumbling mountain.
Jesus Christ. This is, I've got a headache now.
One day I'll prove I can sing to the internet. It'll happen. I'll do it. I promise. Believe
Is this episode over?
Yes.
Okay. Let it end. I gotta get some water. I feel like shit.
Do you ever feel so paper thin, like a house of cards, one blow from caving in? You just gotta ignite the light and let it shine. Just own the night like the 4th of July. 'Cause baby, you're a firework. Come on, let your colors burst. Make 'em go, oh, 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 as they shoot across the sky. I decided to keep singing while you were and sub it in.
I noticed. I could hear it in the kitchen. Ass itches.